talk about Hermes journey and the power of friendship. Please guys, stay with me. Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back to my channel. My name is Oksana. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. Today I want to talk about Hermes journey, and this is my personal journey. By the way guys, if after this video, definitely go and check my playlist Hermes journey, and on this playlist I have some of the videos which is my personal journey, and I have so many videos that it's actually your journey of Hermes, of obtaining that dream handbag from Hermes. And I'm really grateful when you're sharing with me those journeys. Sometimes it takes me a few months to put that video together, not because it's difficult, but because I have some other videos that come in along, let's say new collection of Chanel or new Hermes handbags, or for example this one, because this video of Hermes journey and specifically about Hermes private sale and the power of friendship. But before I proceed, again, if you want to share your personal story of Hermes journey, contact me on my Instagram. I'm gonna put my Instagram somewhere over here, or maybe right there on the top. I'm gonna link also the whole playlist of Hermes journey in the description box, or definitely at the end of this video. So let's start with this incredible Hermes journey video and the power of the friendship. If you follow me guys, you know that I stopped shopping at my local boutique for more than a year right now. My last offer was in the last year. I think it was in August or maybe even July. I think August, if I'm not mistaken. And I got my Birkin 30 gold on gold. I really love that handbag. It was an incredible offer and I'm very happy with that offer. But because, you know, Toronto boutique is very small and very competitive market for any of the handbags, I kind of stopped because I don't want to spend 3-to-1 or 2-to-1. And it's not even Toronto. I know guys, some of you from United States, some of you from Asia, some of you even from Europe, sharing your stories. And yeah, some of the stories are literally devastating, if I may say. And some of the stories are quite lucky. I'm surprised, like, you know, some of the girls like spending less than 1-to-1 and could get an offer of 4 handbags in a year. So each stories are different, so therefore I have this playlist. So anyway, it's such a long intro. I apologize because this video is not something that I plan to do, and as I said, because my friend, she's very private, I'm not gonna mention obviously her name or anything, but I'm so grateful because I just wanna say thank you, just to show that I truly appreciate this gesture. So obviously I know that there is a private sale happening already this past week in Toronto. I didn't even expect to be invited because obviously I don't spend $0 at my local boutique. How I can get invited? Obviously no, I'm not gonna get invited. And then you know, I'm just sitting one day and then I'm receiving a mail, an invitation to Hermes sale, like, you know, private sale. I was like, how it could happen? I know for facts that I didn't even spend $1. How it could happen that I'm gonna get invited to the private sale? And then shortly after that, I am receiving email from someone who is introducing herself and saying that she's my subscriber and she got an invitation to Hermes private sale and she can invite one person more to that sale and she would like to invite me. I was literally on the floor. The generosity of the person, you know, who could invite obviously anybody maybe even close relatives, maybe even closer friends, but she thought of me. And I was like so grateful. Honestly, guys, I was so grateful. So obviously I replied to her in mail saying that thank you so very much. Really appreciated the invitation and the opportunity to go to the private Hermes sale, and like, you know, let's do that. By the way, talking about Hermes sale, it's not my first time when I was going to Hermes sale. I went, I think about 4 years ago in Toronto. I think it was 2018. I'm gonna link also that video somewhere over here. I went to Hermes sale, but it was public Hermes sale, and it was an absolute disaster. And when I'm gonna talk about this sale, everything that you need to know, it's totally different. So this is actually a private Hermes sale when you get your proper time slot, when you can go in and you have 2 hours. Just a second, guys. So let's start from the beginning, everything that you need to know. So first and most, as I said, my friend invited me. So it doesn't have to be direct invitation to you. If you have a good friend who is into Hermes and you don't want to, like, let's say, spend zillions of dollars at Hermes because you're not after the Birkin or Kelly, a good friend could invite you and you can get a variety of other products from Hermes, obviously at a sale price. On that sale, everything was 50% off, some of the ready-to-wear 60% off. And later on, guys, stay tuned. I'm gonna have a video what I got on that sale. On the sale, it was offered ready-to-wears for men's and women's, scarves, silk, cashmere for men's and women's, hats for men's and women's, gloves for men's and women's, shoes, obviously both men's and women's, belts, costume jewelries, even belt buckles. I already mentioned silks, and I think that's about it, if I'm not mistaken anything. So in other hands, ready to wear, shoes, accessories such as belts, costume jewelry, and silks. Oh, and also homeware such as some kind of I don't know, jewelry boxes. If it's jewelry, I'm not sure because I didn't even check it, and blankets, like home blankets, etc. That what was offered on the sale. Each person gets proper invitation. You have your specific slot when you can go in. You have to show your PR code, like, you know, you get a special code for entrance. You have to bring your ID as well. And by the way, I met some of you guys by the entrance, and again, if you're watching, hi guys, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. And so I came actually a little bit earlier because a friend of mine, she had an earlier slot, so and we can chat again about what's inside, what to expect, etc. When I came in, I knew that I shouldn't have any of my handbags, because if you're gonna have any handbag, you have to do check, code check, and I didn't want to spend my time on that. You get a couple of see-through shopping totes that you can put all your stuff inside. Obviously, as I said, you have to bring your ID, you have to bring your invitation to go in. Then you get a wrist band, and that wristband has a specific color, and that color shows like when you enter, because I think for each time slot they have a different color. And ideally you should be there for 2 hours, and when you spend a little bit more than 2 hours, they kind of don't let you go back. Let's say it started from ready to wears, and then goes to shoes, and then goes to belts and jewelry, and at the end it's scarves. So let's say if your time slot is already passed and you're at the end in the scarves, you kind of cannot go back to shoes. But when you're still within your time slots, you can easily travel between different sections. Because I thought before that once you enter, let's say, ready to wear, you cannot go back to ready to wear. No, you can. As long as you're in your time frame, you still can go back to that section. Some of the items are absolutely beautiful. I saw all the sweaters that currently available, even like, you know, the classic style sweaters that currently pretty much available on the website, maybe just with the tweak here and there, and they were all at 50% off. I saw so many beautiful t-shirts. I was kind of after outwear, like, you know, more of the coats and jackets, and I couldn't find anything. There was one absolutely gorgeous, beautiful Mauve Sylvestre leather jacket. I really love it, and it's kind of in my size, a little bit snug on my chest, but otherwise it's beautiful. And because, like as I said, because I have such a short torso, it's kind of bubbling at the back, not to perfection, like, you know, fit, and I decided to leave it, because at the end of the day, even with the discount, it's still very, very expensive pieces. When it comes to also items that you can buy, there is limitation on certain items. For instance, ready to wear, you have no limitations. You can get as many as you want. When it comes to shoes, you can get only 3 pairs of shoes. And I saw some other private sale from UK and Paris, and they had orange. In Toronto, we didn't have a single. No, I actually lied. There was a pair of orange, but in my size, because my size is 37, it's a popular size, there weren't any orange. So 3 pairs of shoes altogether, and it could be slides, it could be loafers, it could be sneakers, it could be boots, but just a 3 pairs of shoes. When it comes to costume jewelry, it's also, I believe, 3 pairs of costume jewelries. When it comes to twillies, there is only 3 twillies were allowed to purchase. And it's funny because usually if you want to have a pair, 3 doesn't work out. You either have only 2 or just the 1 extra. And I learned my lesson, because previously I always buy just 1 twilly, and just kind of like, you know, I would rather have 2 different versus 2 identical, and it was big mistake, because right now I have some of the twillies that I love the color, but it doesn't work out on my Birkins because they're 2 different one, and it's when you put 2 different one, it's getting a little bit messy and too busy. Anyway, I'm digressing. So 3 twillies only. If I'm not mistaken, when it comes to silks, it's 5 silks, if I'm not mistaken, because I didn't buy any silks. I purchased a cashmere scarf, but not a silk. See, I'm already giving away what I got. But twillies only 3. I'm not sure about the belts, because I was looking at 1 belt. In fact, I was even keeping 1, but then at the end I decided not to take it. But there was some interesting belts, like really interesting belts. And in fact, the belts that I was kind of even sorry, my dogs, checking on the website. And in fact, even some of the belts that I'm checking on the website, but I kind of got over that specific belt and I decided not to purchase. Overall, private sale comparing to the public sales that I went, it's totally different experience. It was still busy. It was still, by the end of the day, I was extremely exhausted, but still, it was so well organized. It's still somewhat luxurious experience, if you could say that, because it was still proper fitting rooms, proper like members of the staff that you can ask them questions, very pleasant music on the background. Of course it was busy, but it's not even comparing to the public sales that I went to Hermes, because public sale, when I went to Hermes 4 years ago, I was literally standing in line, God knows for how long, like 3 or 4 hours, maybe even more, God knows. And then they just give you 30 minutes window and you have to grab whatever, you know, just grab whatever. And the moment you're passing one section, you cannot go back. It was crazy. It was so nerve-wracking. But on that sale, I was managed to get a pair of boots. They were very, very simple, but there is zero regrets on that one, because like I really love those boots. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's totally different experience, and if you ever get a chance to be invited to that private sale of Hermes, I highly advise you to visit, even if you don't wanna buy a tons of stuff, you know, for yourself, just to get an experience what is Hermes private sale. And literally you can get some good prices, especially like when it comes to ready to wear. Some of the t-shirts, and they're really good quality t-shirts, they're pretty much 360 Canadian dollars, and I mean, like, you cannot buy even Moschino t-shirt for that that price, you know, even on sale. So it was really good deals for some of the items. It was really good deal. But as I said, for some of the items, for instance, I remember some of the shoes that I kind of purchased previously and then I returned them. When I was buying them, they were at one price, but because right now prices are increased, and even though it's 50% off, it's not really a 50% off of the very, very original price when those shoes were introduced. They kind of like put the category of the shoes, which is like, for example, if it's Paris loafers, they don't put the price of Paris loafers that was 2 years ago when that specific model was, or seasonal color was introduced. They're putting the price of the Paris loafers, which is today, and taking off 50%. It's still a good deal, but it's by no means not really a 50% off of the original Paris loafer of that specific season, if I may say. But anyway, it was really fantastic experience. Stay tuned for the unboxing, because I got lots of, not lots, but some of the goodies that I'm extremely excited, and especially because some of the items I got at 60% off, like, really happy. And yeah, and that's my Hermes journey. And I want to say, you know, if you meet good people in your life, appreciate them. Keep them as a friends, because it's very hard to find a good friends nowadays. And those friends that I almost call like them, like as the roots and branches of the trees that kind of hold you, because you may have lots of those leaves that falling down the moment the wind is blowing, but good friends, that kind of roots and the branches of the tree, you have very few. And if you meet someone like that, especially at a certain age, you should really appreciate that person. Anyway, it's going to the lecture. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for being here with me. If you're the one who were lucky enough to be at Toronto private sale, please put your comments below. What do you think of that private sale? What did you buy on that private sale? And even if it's not from Toronto, maybe from New York, London, or Paris, again, guys, put all your comments below. Do you think it's really worth it? Again, thank you very much for being here with me, and share your personal Hermes journey. That's about it, and I will see you on my next one.